So we scored this goal in the 91st minute of our match against Tottenham Hotspur. That was nice. And it was that goal that secured us a 2-1 victory over Tottenham. Ethan Nwaneri got a goal a minute before that. We were 1-0 down going into the 90th minute of the game, but that nice turnaround at the end there really gives us hope that we can go on and complete the unlikely title win. Obviously the game before that we had played Porto. We got a narrow 1-0 win thanks to a Chris Rigg goal in the 27th minute. So still a lot of work to do in that competition to get through to the semi-finals. The game after Man United, we have Crystal Palace, Forest, Southampton and Wolves in the Premier League. So realistically games which you would consider us favourites for. So with that in mind, we are going to go out with a stronger team against Porto today than we normally would in other circumstances. So the team that begins today's game is Patterson in goal, Walters, Seal, Janacek and Alonso in front of him. Gore and Neil provide a defensive midfield behind Solbes, Rigg and Van Persie. They're supporting Nwaneri up front. We do have a lot of the big hitters on the bench, Den Bogander, Borges, Drago. They are ready to come on if needed in the match. Obviously holding on to a 1-0 lead, this is going to be a tough game though. Porto are a really tough opposition to have at this stage. We just need to hope we can go out. I have kept the defence as much as we can, the first team defence. Seal, arguably the only one who isn't part of that. But realistically him and Francis have been swapping that position about throughout the season. So do consider this team good enough to be able to go out and get the win. We're just going to hope that the defence can stay strong throughout the 90 minutes of the game. Alonso gets the ball into play for the first highlight. Gore manages to drift into the box and force a save from the keeper. That's going to give us our first corner of the game. Nwaneri is going to get it into the box with his left foot. Goes to the near post. We're not able to win it there. Solbes back out to Nwaneri though. Tries the low ball into the box, but Porto are able to deal with that. And Alonso able to stop the counter. They are quickly on the attack again though. Lazari in the right back position. He looks to get it forward to Pepe and now Estequao. Janacek is able to regain possession for us though. Patterson has to play the ball out and Pepe intercepts, but Janacek again there to win the ball back for us and set us on a counter of our own. Dan Neil now on the right hand side. He's not able to get the ball in, plays it back to Walters and Chris Rigg. He gets the follow up and he manages to get his second goal of this tie and give us a 2-0 lead on aggregate and a 1-0 lead on the night. Great play down the wing from us. Walters with a good cross in, not able to win it on the first attempt, but Rigg following up and he puts the ball into the back of the net. That gives us something to hold on to in this game and just a little bit of leeway on the aggregate scoreline as well. Our defence is staying strong, which is what we wanted. Janacek in particular in that last move broke up a couple of attacks, which was great to see. Need him to do it again now. Pepe managing to cut inside and force a save out of Patterson. They're going to get it into the box. If we can hold on in this match, it would be a second Europa League semi-final in a row for us, and that is a tremendous achievement. If we can go one step further this time and get to the final, that would just be absolutely fantastic. The draws have been made. I can't quite recall who it would be that we play if we do get into the next round. I think it's one of Fiorentina or Mainz if I remember correctly. Looking to be Fiorentina based off that scoreline at the moment. We need to hold on though. Still a lot of football to be played in this match. Porto have looked to be applying the pressure on us after we got the goal. Defensively though, we've seen committed players. Goal there, just an example of getting the tackle in on the edge of the box, and another one there after Patterson made the save. We're not making this easy for Porto at all, and in his attempts to stop the goal, Gore has picked up a little injury. We do have Fernandez on the bench, so he is going to come on in place of Gore for the second half. Going to make sure Gore doesn't get overly injured, returning to his old club at the weekend. I think elsewhere we are seeing a couple of other players with tiring legs in the full-back position especially. So I am going to actually take this opportunity to bring on Peyton Miller and Carigliano as well. They can come on for the second half and hopefully carry on the good work that they did in the first leg of this fixture. Obviously keeping a clean sheet in that one. They played the full game there, and Carigliano in particular was quite impressive. Like I say, in the appearances we've seen from him, he looks like he can be a good attacking threat for us. Nuneri almost getting another goal for us there, forcing the keeper into the save. It is another corner. He's going to get it into the back post, Seal not quite able to win his header. Dan Neal's going to pick that one up, gets it back into the box, but it is intercepted, and Porto not able to make the most of that counter there. Another chance maybe for Porto. Galeno on the left hand side gets it into Istoquao. He plays it into the box, but more fantastic defending from ourselves, get the ball out of there. Looking to come back forward now, Porto, and Galeno gets it into Van der Sar. He did look to be offside when he received that ball though, so that one isn't going to count. We haven't seen much of an impact from Van Persie or Solbes in this match so far. They might be coming off shortly. Obviously made 3 of our 5 changes so far, but we are actually going to make the remaining 2 after this highlight. Solbes, can he have an impact? He has the shot from the edge of the box, that drifts over the bar, and that will be his last involvement of the day. Igor can come on in place of Van Persie, getting him a little bit of game time on the big stage. That'll be great for him. And as well, we will bring on Carlos Borges in place of Solbes on the left hand side. He's been a fantastic signing for us this season, arguably the signing of the season in my eyes. Just offered us a fantastic threat on that left hand side. I think the 19 pace lad he's got, he's just a danger for defences when he is on the pitch. We have seen Porto pull a goal back there, and that is really setting us up for a nervy last 15 minutes plus stoppage time in this game. He had far too much space in the box there, and he was able to exploit the fact that no one was closing him down. Realistically, we just want this game to fizzle out now. Porto have the corner kick. We clear it in the first instance, but Saito back on the ball, forcing him out, and the shot is charged down by Janacek. His rating doesn't reflect what we've seen from him in the highlights. He has been a defensive rock for us in this game from what we've seen. Porto there, almost getting another goal. Patterson tipping it onto the bar, and it goes out for throw into Porto. That fortunately is wasted for us, and a chance for us to now see out the clock is what I was hoping to say. But the highlight begins almost immediately, and Anthony Patterson has to make a fine save. He wasn't aware of the offside, but highlights are coming thick and fast now into the first of 4 minutes of stoppage time, and we just need to try to hold on. Janacek with a risky ball to Fernandez. Fernandez does get it out, but Porto able to come back. Now Fernandez able to drive into some space, thankfully, into the Porto half. He gets to the edge of the box and plays a poor ball inside. We do have it back again though. Peyton Miller on the left hand side. He gets it to Fernandez, but he loses possession, and Porto maybe with a chance to break themselves. Saito on the ball, getting to the edge of our box, and thankfully his effort goes wide of the far post. A let off for us in the final moments, but we've done enough in the match. Second Europa League semi-final in a row. Handle that one very well. Porto, a very, very tough opposition. Game was probably the toughest game that we have had throughout our Europa League campaigns so far, but we did manage to scrape on through. And looking at that, I think it is Fiorentina who will be our opponents in the next round, so we'll look forward to take on them. One thing we need to do with a lot of the first team players playing in that game, we are just going to rest them up. They have that big game against Man U coming on Sunday, so I want to make sure the players are as fit as possible. And confirmation there, Fiorentina are coming in the semi-final. We see the fixtures there, that's going to come after the Palace game. So we're definitely going to come back for the second leg of that game, and we will show another one of those Premier League fixtures as well. But for now, we do have the big game, Man United at home. We're going to rest up the players, see what happens over the next couple of days, but then we'll have another tricky test. If we just have a look at the table there, we need Liverpool to slip up, and hopefully we'll get a win over Man U, and that'll make the top of this table ever so tight yet again. If we do just have a look at the schedule as well, Arsenal and Liverpool are playing each other next Thursday, so I think we'll await the outcome of that game in this episode as well, just to see if we can get any favours from Arsenal. Before that though, like I say, big game. I'll see you then. Have arrived at that huge game against Manchester United. Simon's going to start in goal with Walters, Francis, Janacek and Alonso in front of him. Gray and Bellingham with Borges, Idrago and Van Persie in behind Den Bongenda. We know this team can go out and do some amazing things. They've had some very good results all season long, and we need them to go out and get another one here. Manchester United, a very good team in this save. Do just have a look at that Premier League table one more time. Is very, very close at the top. Liverpool don't appear to have a fixture in this round of games. Their next game is that Arsenal game coming up on Thursday. So we'll either be level on points with them and with a game in hand, or they'll have a chance to go 6 points clear of us. We need to make sure that doesn't happen, and we need to make sure we do get that win today. It's going to be a big ask, but we do have a lot of quality in the team, and I do have faith that they can go out and get us that win and see us maintain this challenge. We have the first tag of the match. Carlos Borges with the ball into the box. Den Bongenda not quite able to keep his header below the bar, but good early signs from us there. Close to getting our next in front in the match. Remains 0-0 though, and early pressure has been put on by us, and we are having another corner. Onana able to come out and claim that one. He's now going to look to spring Man United on the counter attack. His ball up the field, not able to be won on the first attempt, but Janacek clears up behind that, gets the ball out to Carlos Borges, and now Alonso with a chance to get down the left hand side. He is tackled, but Gray picks it up. Janacek able to get forward, and Job now. Rashford wins the ball from him, and Archie Gray loses it out to Dalot. Teams giving the ball away left, right and centre, but Ouedraogo with a killer ball across to Carlos Forbes. He plays the ball across to Den Bongenda, and he is not going to miss those chances. Like we say, there was a period of there where neither team was keeping hold of the ball. When Ouedraogo got it, found himself a bit of space on the left, played the ball forward to Carlos Borges, and his ball across to Den Bongenda gave him a simple tap in. That puts us 1-0 up. Manchester United looking for an instant reply, with Dennis Simon able to make the dive and save for us. Maybe knowing the cameras are on it today, so I made it look more dramatic than what it was. And from the corner that came up afterwards, Manchester United have got a goal. It is going to a VAR review though, and it has been disallowed. It remains 1-0. We have been let off the hook a little bit there, but sometimes you need the luck to fall your way. And like I said, after what happened in that Spurs game, it really gives you hope that something miraculous can happen this season. We just need to keep on performing as we are. Job has picked up a little injury. We'll see if he can last until half time before we take him off. Man U are looking to break our hearts before that half time whistle. Dalot on the right hand side gets the ball into the box. Hollian thankfully sends his header wide. I'm just looking at that table at the moment. It's very nice to see Sunderland sitting atop. We have managed to get it to half time, still winning 1-0. Job has managed to make it through. We're going to make sure that the team doesn't go and get complacent. Still a lot of football to be played in this match. Dan Neil can come on, playing his Segundo Volante role, which he's performed so well so far this season. And we really just want more of the same in the second half. The first half, we were very much on top without putting away the chances which we did get. And we have left the door open for Man United to come back into it if we aren't more clinical with the opportunities that we do get. Maybe one popping up here now. Walters is not able to find a Sunderland player, and Manchester United looking to break forward. Rashford on the left hand side. We look to have got players back. Ouedraogo coming back. He kind of wins the ball. Van Persie and Neil getting in each other's way. It hasn't quite happened to us. Now Neil breaks into the box. Noah Nana with a great save, getting it out for the corner, and from that we do win the header. I think maybe Janacek got up. He's not able to quite get it into the back of the net. Another corner for us, and then Bogander, he wins it this time. Noah Nana with another fantastic save. He is keeping Manchester United in this game. Last couple of highlights, he's made some incredible saves. Carlos Borges now gets it to Archie Gray. Ouedraogo has the opportunity. I don't know why he didn't take on the shot there. He had plenty of space. Chooses instead to play it back to Dan Neil. And Carlos Borges has the effort and he hits the post. We really need to start making the most of these opportunities. Like I say, Manchester United do only need one goal, and with this 1-0 it's always going to be a close match. We are getting some tiring players now. Van Persie's running out of energy. Walters and Alonso as well not having the best of games. Sales can come on in place of Walters, and we will bring on Solbes in place of Van Persie. We'll switch him and Carlos Borges round. Keeping it like this for now. Don't want to interrupt too much with what's going on in the match. This is a very nerve-wracking game of football. We're seeing a lot of chances come our way, but not quite able to apply another finish yet. More tiring players on the pitch. Ouedraogo's running out of legs now, so Chris Rigg can come on in his place. We will bring on Peyton Miller as well at left back. Alonso's slowly running out of fitness as well. I think we will just keep it like that for now. The time is ticking away in this game, but it seems to be going ever so slow. Another highlight begins just before stoppage time. Manchester United looking to get the ball forward. Garnacho on the left hand side for them. Gets past Sales. Not able to get the ball into the box, so as Francis wins it. Archie Gray able to stop the counter there, and now Carlos Borges gets it back to him. Hopefully we're going to break here. Dan Neil now plays it to Chris Rigg. Chris Rigg applies the finish, and that really could just put the final nail in this game. We could be ending the episode top of the Premier League. It was great play from us. Miller with the ball forward. Good touch from Den Bogander. And then the first time pass from Dan Neil. Chris Rigg got it. He still had a lot of work to do to apply the finish, but he gets it into the back of the net. Some great one-touch football here from Dan Neil. And good composure there. That, like you say, puts us top of the Premier League. Level on points with Liverpool now. They've obviously got a huge game coming up against Arsenal as well. We are going to look to see what that result is, but that was a huge win for us in that match. With the remaining games that we have in the Premier League, we, like I said earlier on in the episode, you would consider us favourites for them. We just need to not mess up now and make sure that we keep on playing the way we are. The last two games against Tottenham and Man U, we've showed tremendous spirit to get through them and come out with 2 wins. Oh God, it's really exciting. Like I said, we're going to skip ahead to Thursday, find out what that result is, and hopefully the miracle can continue. we are just at the day before that Liverpool game, but a little bit of transfer news which we have confirmed for next season. Francisco Vega, 18-year-old Argentinian striker, he'll be joining us once the transfer window opens. Very much one for the future, but one who could potentially nip into the first team as of next season if we needed him to. Excited to get him over the line. Although we are in a bit of financial trouble, I'm just wanting to use some of the remaining transfer budget if we can, just to get some players over the line if possible. We are at the Arsenal-Liverpool game now. For 3 seconds, Arsenal have only played a couple of days ago though, so I imagine their players are quickly running out of steam. I'm going to hope that they'll have enough energy in the tank to get a good result in this match. I don't think I've ever been so nervous to press the continue button for another team's game. Arsenal have done us a huge favour there. 2-1 win against Liverpool, and that keeps us top of the Premier League. Same amount of games played. We really are in the driving seat now. And oh my word, this is spectacular. I say we're going to get through the next couple of games. I'll play Crystal Palace and Fiorentina off camera. We'll come back for Nottingham Forest and Fiorentina second leg. Hopefully we're going to be in a good position against Fiorentina and make sure we get through to that final as well. Get a couple of trophies in this final season of the Save. It would be a fantastic way for us to bow out. But what a feeling this is to go into the last few episodes top of the league. Just really got to hope that we don't mess it up against Crystal Palace or any of the other games. I think Southampton's one of them. They are already relegated. They really have nothing to play for. So you would like to think we are in with a huge chance of getting this title. Please make sure that you do drop a like on that video. Comment down below. Do you think that we can see it through now? We are obviously in the driving seat. Subscribe to the channel for regular Football Manager content and make sure you keep up to date with the rest of this save. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.